Today on Community Watch, Sarah Bradfield is joining us. She is the Executive Director of Advancement, but you knew that, at Georgia Highlands College. Fascinating conversation and some really big events. There's a gala coming up. You need to know about this. So stay tuned. Community Watch starts now. Welcome to Community Watch. I'm John Hershey, and my guest today, I'm thrilled to have finally talked her into joining me on camera, Sarah Bradfield, Executive Director of Advancement for Georgia Highlands College.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome.
Yes, glad to be here.
All right, the first thing I need to know, because the area of advancement, a title having advancement in it, Executive Director of Advancement, to me, that's a great title to have. I mean, advancement, moving forward is very positive.
Yes, it's very busy.
But what is? Some people will wonder what that is. What is it?
Well, advancement encompasses a lot of your fundraising and community partnerships, alumni work. It's engagement. If I had to sum it up into one other word, it would be engagement on all levels. And so with boards, with community, with alumni, with faculty, staff. So it's just moving, like you said, the institution forward.
Well, it's a great title. Now, if you could work a few other great words in there in your title, that'd be great. But advancement is perfect.
Right.
And I know you have a few things going on
Yes.
that you want to talk about and that we'll talk about. But generally, I would think advancement would be one of those jobs where every day is different.
Mm-hmm.
And you never really know what to expect.
Right.
Which, to me, I think makes a job really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Right, so, for sure. There's a great component that involves people, and where there are people, things change very quickly, can morph into other things. One of the things I love about my job in advancement is relationships. So it's about building relationships with people, whether it's the trustees and the foundation, whether it, like I said earlier, faculty, staff, or community members. Fundraising is relational. So advancing the college in different areas that way is important, but bringing the people along with you is the parts that I love.
Well, let me ask you about the fundraising piece, because Georgia Highlands is part of the university system of Georgia, and like all of the colleges and universities in the USG, Georgia Highlands receives some money from the state to function. And so what are the particular needs that fundraising might be useful for? Why so much emphasis on fundraising?
Right. And so a few years ago, you saw a lot of change in higher education. So the market, state allocations, those things are kind of volatile. They change with the economy and where the economy ebbs and flows. Take COVID, for example, and the impact COVID had. And so the need for colleges and higher ed particularly to begin to really look at other funding sources, to be able to pull in for scholarships or operational budgets or things to be able to build stronger programs, offer more things for students. And so in order to do that, things take money. Got to have more money coming in, and if you don't get it from the state allocations and you're not able to gather more money from there to feed into your budget, you do begin to have to look at community support, corporate donors, sponsorships, things like that.
And I know you mentioned scholarships. I know that is something that our students, so many of them, really need. I mean, our students often have jobs, they have families outside of
Right.
school. I mean, we have students at all age levels,
Right.
and some students are full-time, but many cannot be because
That's right.
they're working and
That's
they
right.
have
Other
other
commitments.
responsibilities. And so a scholarship can make a tremendous difference for them.
Right. Scholarships impact so many parts of student success that sometimes people don't think about. On an institutional level, you're talking enrollment, recruitment, retention, all of those things. And personally for students, this is a make or break deal a lot of times. I mean, I'll give you an example. I've looked at the drop list here very, very recently and working through some of that, and anything from $1 to a couple $100 is sometimes the barrier that keeps students from being able to pursue their dreams of earning and pursuing and completing a college degree. So scholarships have a huge impact that I think sometimes we don't really share as well, that other people don't realize. But.
And you mentioned the drop list, so that is a reference to students who still have an unpaid balance.
Right.
And
exactly.
it could be the full amount for whatever reason,
Right.
or it could be just a few dollars.
Right. Usually it's gap in funding where the financial aid has given all they can give, and this is now what is owed by the student. And like you said, our students have a lot of commitments, so a lot of them are working, a lot of them have families, and the ability to be able to come out of pocket for even $250 sometimes is astronomical, and will mean food, gas, something has to go in order for that student to make that sacrifice to continue to come. So, that's one of the things that I love about my job, is to find those people that can help that.
Yeah, $250 may not be a lot, or may not sound like it's a lot,
Right.
but for somebody who doesn't have it,
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So those are some of the reasons that fundraising is essential for the college. And I know there's a long list of things that the college would like to do that fundraising can assist. I know we're taping this in August, and the college just finished our annual foundation camp for the community. And so it's not always for the students who are attending.
Right.
It's often for our community efforts.
Right.
And foundation camp is offered free to the kids that attend.
Right.
But it's not a free camp.
Right.
So
Right.
Donations keep it going.
Make a difference, right?
Keep it
Absolutely.
going.
Every dollar counts. I say it all the time. It doesn't matter how big or small. Every gift counts and is meaningful. Like you said, I mean, using the foundation camp as an example, those aren't kids that are here right now, but they will be one day, and so being able to impact their lives now on an early level, and being able to feed into them and show them all the wonderful things that are out here on the campus and the things that they can partake in later on when they get there. It's all about opening doors. Fundraising opens doors, and so so that's the fun part, and as you continue to do, you've seen it in foundation camp for so many years. The doors that you're opening for these boys that probably, didn't realize were available to them, so it's fun. It's fun work.
Well, and it's so necessary.
Right.
And I think maybe folks don't realize how impactful a donation might be to someone.
Exactly. I agree with that.
We still have a few minutes left in this first segment, and I want to get into the details. There's some event you're involved in. I've heard little rumors about it.
Probably a little bit.
But you might want to tell us.
The Scholarship Gala. Yes. Georgia Highlands is hosting its first Scholarship Gala. We are calling it the First Highlands Scholarship Gala on September 29th. And all the proceeds from this event will go directly to support student scholarships. So it's going to impact many students. And it'll be a fun event. It's going to be a super fun night. We've got a great band coming that is, who doesn't love some 80s music? So it's going to liven up the party just a little bit. But we'll have some student stories. So we're going to have some students come and share their stories and how GHC has really made a difference for them. And it'll be a good night. It'll be a good night.
Well, let's hear some more about that, because we want to encourage folks, if they can, to attend, or companies.
Right.
or corporations.
Right.
So, all right, the date again
is September 29th. It's at the Clarence Brown Center in Cartersville. Okay. It starts at 6:30. Doors open at 6. There are sponsorship opportunities which can be found on the website at highlands.edu. And you can, if you can't come, you can also go there and make a donation to really continue that impact. But yeah, tickets are still being sold. We'll sell them and accept sponsorships all the way up till the 15th of September. So the more the merrier, you know.
Well, tell me a little bit about what it would cost for someone to attend.
Individual tickets are $150. There are sponsorship levels available at, and they're offering marketing and different things at each level. I don't have it right here with me, but anywhere from $1,250 is, $1,250 is the bottom sponsorship, all the way up to $25,000. Okay. So we have a varying level of sponsorship packages for those that might be interested in that.
But to just attend
is $150.
Okay.
Yes.
And that includes
dinner, dancing, great program. I mean, it's really going to be a special night. So if you were going out to dinner at a nice restaurant somewhere, right?
Unless you were being really careful, I mean that
you can't get that kind of value these days with the inflation prices and things that have gone up. I mean, for $150, the band alone is Atlanta's top 80s band, and they're in London right now, so they are traveling and doing great things, and they're going to put on a great show, and so you're getting a wonderful dinner from Seasons Events on top of a great program from some students and a great video, something going on with that. Yeah. So there'll be a good program and just a wonderful evening of just celebrating students.
So if it was just the event, it wasn't a fundraiser for scholarships, you were just going out to have a good time.
The band is awesome.
You would spend
yes.
That much money.
Right,
so,
easily.
So in addition to having a great evening,
you're making a huge impact in the lives of students, and to me, what a better way to spend your money. You're fun through coming to this event, participating in this event. You get to fund a dream. You get to fund somebody's.
I like that.
You fund a dream.
Fund a dream.
Right. You get to help somebody achieve their dream by removing their financial barrier that sometimes will keep them from finishing. So it's good stuff.
Well, it sounds great. And how do folks?
You can always reach me here at the college. My information's on the website, or you just can go to highlands.edu and you'll see a link to click on the site for sponsorships and gala information.
Okay.
Yes.
I imagine it's pretty.
It is.
Right at
it's
the top.
Easy to find. Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can't miss it. Right
absolutely. Go to Google sponsors.edu. Yeah. It'll pull it up. Yeah.
So highlands.edu would be a very easy way to access.
Right.
And those tickets are on sale again till the
September 15th.
September 15th.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So that's something that folks need to.
Absolutely. I hope you'll come. You don't want to miss out on this. This is something special. So.
Well, I will definitely be there.
Yes, that's what I hear.
I'm
excited.
not sure what I'm wearing, but I have a little time to figure that out.
You got some time.
I've got a little time.
It's got a little 80s flair to it if you wanted to do your big hair and Jane Fonda.
I don't know where I would get the hair. I could go to the hair shop.
Go to the hair shop.
But I'll work on that.
Yeah.
All right, we just have a short time before our first break, and we'll remind folks about these particulars and details. But I do want to spend a little time when we come back and talk about corporate sponsorships a little more, because Highlands has been here for quite a while. I can't imagine there's a business here that hasn't been impacted positively by what we do.
Yes, exactly, for sure.
So maybe it's time for a little help out.
Absolutely.
We are taking a break. We will be back with more with our guest, Sarah Bradfield. Do not go away. We'll be right back.
You belong at Georgia Highlands College. As a University System of Georgia college, GHC offers high quality and career-focused instruction at a fraction of the cost, with over 40 programs to choose from, including 8 career-targeted bachelor's degrees. With small class sizes and personalized attention, our programs are designed to help you achieve your goals and make a positive impact in your community. So what are you waiting for? You belong at Georgia Highlands College.
Welcome back to Community Watch. I'm having a conversation with Sarah Bradfield, who is the Executive Director of Advancement at Georgia Highlands. And we've been talking about a gala event to raise money for scholarships. It's coming up in September 29th.
Yes.
Which all of you listening to me now will be attending. You'll be attending. Just don't even question it.
You'll be attending,
You'll be
please.
The foundation is something that we all understand and know, and that you are working with, but it might help for folks to understand more about the foundation.
So the Georgia Highlands College Foundation is in its 50th year, which is absolutely wonderful. So been around 50 years supporting Georgia Highlands College, the students. We've got a board of trustees that works with us in partnership with the college and on all things, whether it's fundraising to scholarships to student help events, things like that. So we truly exist to support Georgia Highlands and our students in all capacities. So.
Well, I have just had the greatest time working, volunteering, of course, for events over the years for the foundation. So they have always, and whatever incarnation of folks it might be at the time, they've always been there for us.
They are our first ambassadors and such an asset for the college and a good voice for students. We had an event just the other day, and one of the trustees was plugging in a scholarship to a nursing student, and it was spur of the moment and such a beautiful thing, and just able to help her in a way that she wasn't expecting, and life-changing for her for sure. And that was all driven by a trustee, so it was good.
Well, that's great. That's great. So the gala, we talked about tickets for individuals, on sale to the 15th, but you also want to encourage companies, corporations.
Yes, corporate sponsors, absolutely. Yes, we do.
And I know that you have been at Georgia Highlands for a relatively brief time, made a huge impact already. You haven't been there like 12 centuries like I have.
Right.
But you probably have already noticed how many people in the community either themselves have attended Georgia Highlands or have someone in their families who have.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to go anywhere in this area without running into somebody who's attended at some point.
That's very true. There are very few places that I go these days that I've not had a conversation with somebody that's connected to the college in some way, and that's encouraging and exciting. We are producing students that live, work, and stay in the communities in which we're serving. So roughly 86 to 87% of our students are going back into the workforce in the communities in which we live. So we have a huge economic impact where we are right now in our counties. So it's that part's exciting. You want people to live and work in the communities in which they live and love and stay.
So when a company or a corporation makes a commitment, a financial commitment, like at this gala, they're really investing in their own businesses.
Oh, right, for sure.
Because it's going to come back to them.
Right. Right. And that's some of the beautiful things that we already have going on at the college in the different divisions. So we've got internships and things like that our students are already getting to experience with our community partners and our corporate sponsorships. I mean, I think Home Depot is our largest employer. And so, and then, of course, Atrium right up there as well. So it's wonderful to get to watch the students grow and learn the things that they need to learn and then go right back into the workforce here. So it's good. And it's a win-win for both things. So we would never come to you and ask for a partnership in any way and not want to be able to give something back. And so being able to give students and provide workforce that are highly qualified in their fields is good. And they help do that. They help fund those things for us. So those sponsorships help feed into these programs that are enabling us to open the doors for students. So,
and I think you mentioned early in the show, you mentioned the effects of COVID on students' lives, and I think one of the lessons was that we need skilled workers. It was hard to get them, and is still in many ways.
In many ways, right.
So an investment by a company in Georgia Highlands just makes so much sense.
Right. Right, and it allows us to have those early important conversations as we're building programs to be able to talk about what their needs are, what are they needing in their particular area that we can help teach our students so that they're graduating already prepared to go into that field. So I think it's important to bring them in early on in those conversations. So yeah, absolutely. Their role, our community partnerships and corporate sponsorships here, I can't tell you how invaluable they are. I mean, they make such a difference. Even though they may not be here watching it every day, we get to see it. So it's good. It's good.
Well, I know there are many folks that you are having conversations with already, but if there is a company out there, a corporation out there that might be interested in talking with you,
right?
Is there what's the best way to reach you?
My contact information is directly on the college website. My cell phone probably is even listed there. I am available to calls at any time, so don't hesitate to reach out to me in any way. Email, call, text, whatever. I love that part of being able to connect with people. So yeah, absolutely, I'm available.
Well, it just, just thinking about, I mean, any drive you take in Rome and Floyd County or the surrounding counties where our campus sites are, you see the GHC stickers on the cars. I mean,
they're prevalent.
They are everywhere.
They are.
Whether it's been just a few courses or an associate degree or now one of our many bachelor's degrees.
I took a class here way early on in my college career. My own mother is an alum. She graduated from the nursing program. So GHC has touched my family even long before I was employed here. So I think the impact we are making is huge. And I think in some ways we haven't shared that as well. And we're changing that now. We're really sharing the impact and sharing our story as an institution and the impact that we're making in where our sites are and things like that. So it's good.
So corporations, I know you are among my most dedicated viewers. You take time out of your work days to watch Community Watch. You've got it on your calendars. So I know you're watching me now. You need to make a donation here. Georgia Highlands is an investment in your company's future.
Yes.
So it's an easy choice to make. I mean, it's a very
It is, and I love that you said it's an investment, because it is. I mean, you're not only investing in your company, you're investing in people. You're investing in people and changing lives, and those changes will change family trees later on. And so that I get chills thinking about it. That's where the real work is, and that's important work, and much needed work. And so yes, please partner with us. Please partner with us.
Well, I know you'll be getting some calls
I hope so.
About that. I know the gala is kind of the big event connected to our new president's.
Right, investiture.
You know, the term investiture.
Right.
I never hear that word used anywhere else except when a college president is
Right.
is being inaugurated.
Right.
So I need to research that word a little bit.
There's
That's
a lot of pomp and circumstance around
Yeah.
that. And for a president that doesn't like things to be about him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good day and that's actually directly the day before the gala. So on the 28th of September, I believe it's at 11 o'clock, we will hold the investiture ceremony.
For Dr.
Mike
Hobbs.
Hobbs. Yes, yes.
And so that's kind of a big deal.
Right. Very, very big deal.
Now he's going to dress nicely, I'm sure.
He will.
Okay.
He
Just
will.
wanna make sure. Just
Yes,
wanna
he
make sure.
will. And he'll have some great community partners here sharing some good things.
Well, that's good. And I am expecting, I mean, even though this is kind of the investiture of the president of the college is kind of a minor event compared to the gala.
Yeah.
I know there'll be a lot of folks there.
Yes.
And, we want to get word across to everybody involved in this celebration, really, of the things that Georgia Highlands does.
Right. And it's a celebration of our history, too. I mean, we've been around for 52 years or so. And so we're getting to come together and celebrate our history and our future. And it's an exciting time for the college.
Yeah.
It is.
And what better way to celebrate than to write a check?
Yes. Send me your money. Yes. Yes.
And
absolutely.
I'm joking a little bit, but I'm also not joking. Because,
right. It is needed. It is absolutely needed.
We've
That's
talked
right.
about the gala itself, the money raised there is all going to scholarships.
All
it's not a
going
little
to
piece of it.
No, all of it goes
Every
to support.
penny.
Every penny is going to support
Every penny that's
students.
collected.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that event is going to really change lives.
Absolutely. And hopefully set the stage for us to be able to continue to do it each year. And so this is something that Georgia Highlands will do each year annually in support of students. And so obviously the more money we're able to bring in-house and have, the more lives we can change. And so it's exciting for us, for sure.
And for those folks who, and I'm sure there are a couple who have some conflict with September 29th.
Yes.
Some conflict. They can't make it to the gala. I mean, there might be a couple.
Yes.
There might be a couple of folks.
Right. Right.
I don't want them to feel left out.
No, me either. You can donate. By all means, you can go to the same website and there is a donation option. If you absolutely cannot make it, which we of course want you to be there celebrating with us, but if you cannot make it, there is a place for you to donate. And you can go online, you can come by the office here at Heritage Hall. You are welcome to whatever is best for you. But yes, please feel free to make a donation.
And I know that for many people, making donations, they have to kind of carefully choose those places that they donate. And I understand that.
I do too.
I really do. But the value for this and the long-term impact, close to home.
Very close to home.
You might make a donation to an organization far, far away that's helping folks, and I'm sure it's a good donation, but in this case, you're helping people right here.
Right here in your hometown. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. And if you just look around, you get to see the difference it makes.
Right.
It's good.
And we are almost totally out of time. I've had a good time talking with you.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate so much the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Sarah Bradfield, Executive Director of Advancement, thank you. And you will find the link on the highlands.edu page for information about the gala and how you can donate. And we appreciate that very much.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us this week on Community Watch. We'll see you next time. Bye now.